What happens when an offer is accepted? Hi, I'm Maria. You can call me Raquel. I am a realtor for More Homes covering the whole Central Florida area and the surroundings. If you are new to my channel, every week I'm going to be posting tips and a home tour for you to see what's out there in the market. Now, I know that the process of buying or selling, even buying for an investment property, could be a little stressful. So that is the reason why I'm bringing tips to my channel to help you guide you within the process of a real estate transaction. Before we start with what I'm going to talk about today, let me remind you that every time I post a video, I'm going to include in my comments a link or on this video, or if you need any information in regards of any of my tips or my home tours. Also, leave me a comment if there's any topic that you would like me to talk about on the tips that I'm going to be posting every week. Once your offer is accepted, what happens after that? Well, when the offer is accepted, you are officially under contract. That means that both parts already signed that contract. One of the first things that's going to happen once you're under contract is it's time for the escrow deposit. So you usually would have 1 to 3 days. 3 days is the most common to do the escrow deposit. Also, the loan application process starts. You have to talk to your lender. We send the lender that secured contract, and they are going to start the whole application process with you. They're going to require documents from you. We've talked about that before, but just to remind you, that's about like what the loan application process is. Next thing that I'm going to do, and one of the first things that I like to do as a realtor, is schedule an inspection. An inspection is important because it's going to be for your protection to see if there's any issues going on with the property. Why is an inspection important for you? It's going to help you determine if there's any big issues going on within the property. Now, when I say big issues, the big items would be the roof, AC, plumbing, electricity, water heater. We are not talking about cosmetic stuff because those are easy fix that are not going to be too expensive. But the main and the most important thing is to determine if there's big things going on in the house. The next thing is the appraisal. Remember, like I've mentioned in previous videos, the lender wants to know if the value of the house meets and matches the offer that you put on that house. So that's what the appraisal is for. And now, after the inspection is done, an inspection report is going to be emailed to you, and it is time to ask for any repairs if there's anything that needs to be done. Now remember, the seller doesn't have to do any repairs for you because the contract is an as-is contract. That means that the house is being sold the way it is. They are sometimes willing to negotiate, and this is the time and the period, those 7 days of inspection, is the time that I'm going to take to try to negotiate if there's any big repairs and see if the seller are willing to negotiate, if they're willing to do the repairs, or if they're willing to give you a credit at closing for you to do those repairs. Once everything that I've mentioned before is done, the paperwork, you're already starting the paperwork with your lender, like I've mentioned. Then once we get closer to the closing date, like about 1 day before, we will do a final walkthrough. The final walkthrough is for you to go make sure that the house is just like the way it was when you went under contract, or that if we order any repairs have been done. And the last thing before the closing day, and that happens 24 hours, 48 hours before closing, it depends, but it's a clear to close from title company. That means that everything's all set, everything's good, they have everything they need from you, and we're good to go, and just go sign and we are closed. And that would be the last thing. Closing date, you go and sign, We gave you the keys to your house and you're good to go. And congratulations, you are a homeowner. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy many more tips and many more home tours that I'm going to be sharing with you every week. Don't forget there's a link in my comments for you to contact me directly, and I'll be happy to assist you in any of the process that you're going through. See you next time.